each of us at all ages, is you get up and you start the day, what's in it for me? Well, I feel the love of the Lord, and I feel the energy that comes from living my faith, and I've usually give the children a chance to. I'll give them a story and say, do you have an experience of the Lord in your life? And you'd be surprised. I've written down a lot of them, enough for a booklet. Fourth grade girl, she says, well, I have an idea. I have one, brother. Does this work? The nuns asked me last Saturday to help them clean the grounds around their house. So we did that, and they have a pickup truck. We took all the stuff to the dump. When we came back, the lock on their house wouldn't open. The Marino sisters down there in Yap. And so they were going to break the louvers and have me climb in and go to the back door and unlatch it so they could get in. But I said, sister, I didn't want to break any glass. So why don't we just pray? And the sisters looked at each other, and she said, and then we went over to the lock, and they said, okay, we'll pray, because you're always telling us to pray, sister. All right, we'll pray. So they gave her the key, and they said a little prayer at the lock in front of the door, handed her the key. She said, and you know, brother, the key felt warm. I put it in the lock, and immediately it popped open. And all of us started kind of laughing, almost crying in tears, that we felt the Lord's presence and He heard our prayer. And then sitting right next to her, a little boy, he raises his hand and said, yeah, brother, I promised since I was in first grade, I would always bring something to put in the basket on Sunday, even if only a penny. And a couple of Sundays ago, I was walking to church up the hill here to St. Mary's down there in Yap, and I heard the bells ringing, and I felt my pockets and my coin was missing. My mom washed my pants, and she probably took out the coin. So I didn't want to break my promise, and I started going back down the hill, and it started to rain. And I ducked underneath a mango tree, and the wind blew the rain away quickly, but it also blew a bunch of leaves up to my feet, and there was a $10 bill in the leaves. And I looked down, and I heard the bell at the church, and I said, this is God's money. He doesn't want me to miss Mass. And I took it, and I put the whole thing in. The rest of the class were all, wow, you put $10 in, you know. And he said, yes, that wasn't my money. That was God's money. So, you could see the kid's face light up, and then others tried to think of, did they have things like this in their life? Just to be aware of them. Maybe they have. And I've been doing this, collecting stories from Micronesian students now for years, and it's a driving force for standing in front of the youth to teach them about others' experiences of the faith, and to expect it in their own lives, and never to give up hope in this faith, and to grow in it, to grow in their love for the faith and their love for Jesus our Lord.